A new antitrust settlement from the NCAA and a few former athletes changes nearly everything about universities' relationships with their athletes and allows them to be paid directly from revenue sharing. KREM 2's Caitlin Galloway is live in the newsroom tonight to break it all down for us. Caitlin?
Well, that's right, Mark. The settlement requires the Power 4 conferences to share revenue with athletes and provide back pay for athletes who would have been eligible to benefit from NIL before it was permitted in 2021. All other conferences can choose to opt in or out, which puts the new Pac-12 in an interesting position. Based on statements from the Pac-12 commissioner and WSU athletic director McCoy, the Pac-12 intends to opt in. $20.5 million is the most schools can give out, but non-Power 4 schools, including Wazoo and Gonzaga, aren't expected to reach that number. McCoy's statement reads in part, quote, Wazoo has been preparing for this moment and will operationalize a budget structure for each of our programs to put the scholarships, academic stipends, and NIL payments to use where they will be most impactful. Student athletes can still receive payments from a third-party NIL deals, but they'll now be regulated by a committee to ensure they are consistent with market value. Washington State's Cougar Collective says it doesn't change their strategy, and they'll continue to help prepare athletes for their futures.
Here's how much you have to save to pay your taxes. Here's how much you need to save in your IRA or your, retirement accounts. This is real life, and we've been able to, provide these student athletes with that kind of basically head start.
Programs are expected to follow the settlement's model for revenue distribution. 75% of funding to football, 15% to men's basketball, 5% to women's basketball, and the last 5% to all other sports. This gives schools like Gonzaga a unique advantage in not having a football program. Athletic Director Chris Standiford said in a statement, quote, Gonzaga Athletics remains committed to competing at the highest level. Central to our university's mission, we look forward to continuing to provide a transformative experience for our student athletes as they excel in the classroom, the community, and in competition. Schools will start paying athletes on July 1st. We'll have more information as schools continue to adapt to these policy changes. In the newsroom, Caitlin Galloway, KREM 2 News.